as you can see, there's no content in between the 31st and the 3rd. And the reason for that is I woke up on the 1st with a nasty fever and have been down for basically the last 72 hours. So 6:30 a.m. Monday, we are in southern Utah, and came down for warmer weather, and it will be warmer in the afternoon, but it's a desert, so it's still cold at night and colder than I anticipated in the morning. So once I get moving, I know I'll be fine. It's only about 35 degrees, so it's really not that cold. But it's cold enough that I've got my seat warmer on, and I'm trying to motivate myself to get out the door. So we'll get going soon. I slept pretty good last night. Brought my pillow with me. I really struggle with sleep in general. And I'm not talking about like getting enough hours. I mean, yes, enough hours is a concern for me too, but more so like sleep quality. And so a good pillow is something that like legitimately I invest in. I've had like an expensive pillow for the last 7-8 years of my life, and just got a new one. Now the irony is I have a kink in my neck from yesterday, carrying my daughter down the stairs in one hand and a heavy suitcase in the other hand. So I tend to be really tight up here, and every now and then I'll like pull something or just like tweak something in my neck. So it's not real injury, it's just something that kind of recurs that I should probably get evaluated. But anyway, we're gonna do 7 to 8 miles easy today, just on the I forget the name of this trail, but it's a trail that I run on frequently when I'm here in St. George. It's just really easy. You can access it from various points. We're just gonna keep it chill. Today we're running in the Gel Nimbus 27. So just really like easy day shoe, really easy day shoe, high stack, high cushion. I find the cushion to be a little bit firmer than some other kind of easy day, recovery day shoes. I had some beef with the shoe in the past. I wasn't a huge fan of the 26. And it wasn't necessarily the foam. The foam did feel a little bit dead to me, to be honest. Again, just full transparency. But it was also the fit. I didn't feel like I got a really good lockdown on the shoe. I felt like the shoe was overly wide. The fit to me feels significantly better in these, but I have heard that these might be a little bit firmer. So let's see. We'll take them out. We'll do kind of a first run thoughts, maybe mid run thoughts, go from there. So let's get it done. All right, we're about halfway done. I didn't have any distilled water, so I couldn't flush out my sinuses with my neti pot, which kind of sucked. It is what it is. So I am not rocketing left and right, but the body feels pretty good. Quick first thoughts, Gel Nimbus 27 feels a little bit more responsive than last year's model, which you don't want a responsive recovery day shoe necessarily, but you also don't want a dead foam. And I felt like the 26 kind of had a dead foam, so it's nice to not feel like I'm running in mud, right? It's still heavy, it's still kind of a plotter, but that's the point. Just give me at least a little bounce, right? All right, just wrapped up 8.5 miles. Overall felt pretty good. It was a lot colder than I was intending the run to view to start, but then I warmed up a little bit as we got going. I was worried for my ears there for a little bit. They were stinging somewhat, but they warmed right up after about 2 miles. So I was about to like take my pullover off and just wrap it around my head. But Asics Gel Nimbus 27. I was not a fan of the 26. The 27, I'm pretty neutral on right now. It's a little bit better. Foam feels a little bit more lively, and the fit somehow seems better. But I feel like the upper is almost identical, so I need to go look at why maybe the fit feels better. But the 26 just didn't work for me. This might be a little bit more structured with the lacing system now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, I'll go check it out. I'll do a side-by-side and maybe like a one on each foot plus a run a mile in one, run a mile in the other to get a really good comparison before I do like a comparison breakdown on here. But good update. So anyway, got to get back to the family. It's about 8 o'clock. Everyone should be getting up around now, so we'll rinse off and then have a good day with the fam. 6:45 a.m. It is Tuesday, New Year's Eve, and we're about to go do a threshold run, kind of tempo threshold. So the goal is we're gonna do about 8.5 miles of quality. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit kind of just below threshold for about 4.5 miles, and then we're gonna go just over threshold for about 4.5 miles. My threshold right now is predicted to be around 650, 655. So I'm gonna aim for about 645 pace on the back half. We're gonna go about 730, 740 pace on the front half. I have no idea how this is gonna go. That sounds really intimidating, and the problem is that it shouldn't, right? The 5K, I wanna run it at 6-minute pace, and so 645 pace should be a breeze. I don't know, we'll see. Based off of the last 2 weeks coming back from being sick, I should be able to hit paces, but I haven't held paces for extended periods like that. So that's where it puts me uneasy a little bit. The other thing is it's just a lot colder than I was expecting. So I don't have my normal gear that I would wear in this scenario to just warm up, but I did have my windbreaker, so luckily I got that. So we threw it on. We'll see. I'll probably do a mile warm up before I jump into this. So I'll probably run half mile out, half mile back to the car to kind of kick it off and see how it goes. I didn't think I would be able to get that, but I eased into the first 4 slowly and then cut down in the second 4. Pretty sure I hit it. On the high end, I may have been 650 on the back half, but I think around 645 was reasonable. I think I got it. So, 645 pace. I think that's 2030. I don't know. And so feel good about that. That tells me, that's 2030 after 6 miles. 2030 after 6 miles. So I feel good. And it was 2030 plus another mile or so. So overall, very happy with that. Happy New Year, everybody. So it is actually Friday, January 3rd. The last time I was recording on this vlog was January 31st, I believe. No, sorry, December 31st, New Year's Eve. Well, as you can see, I'm back home. As you can see, there's no content in between the 31st and the 3rd. And the reason for that is I woke up on the 1st with a nasty fever and have been down for basically the last 72 hours. So this is the first time in nearly 72 hours that I am feeling okay. And I did work today, but I just worked from bed. And I'm trying to catch up, get my mind straight, see all the emails and things I need to catch up on today. And hopefully I'm feeling well enough to be able to run tomorrow. Now, the good thing is that all of my issues have been like fever, body aches, stuff like that. Maybe you'd call that lucky, maybe you wouldn't, but respiratory wise, I feel good. So I expect to feel like trash the next time I run. That's just, shaking off some rust, but I do think I'll be able to jump right back into training starting next week. And hopefully tomorrow, Saturday morning, I can get some type of run in. I've got a lot of shoes that I want to get some miles on. You can see that the Evo SLs have arrived officially. So I have those last week, or this week, I guess. It feels like last week. This week I did more miles in the Adios Pro 4, which I'm loving that shoe so far. And I think it is an official 2025 release, according to Adidas, even though this colorway came out in 2024. And there was also a limited drop in 2024 for them. I need to get more on the Rebellion Pro 3. Same thing, that's a 2025 release technically. And I've got my reviews coming for the Neo Zen. I've got the Glycerin that it releases in February. I've got to get miles on. The high-lows I haven't even touched yet. Again, Evo SLs. We've got the Speedberries that need more miles. We're finishing up mileage, hopefully, on the Magic Speed soon. I haven't taken the Flash out. And then we've got the SC Trainer, which is ready for review. I need to film that. And yeah, and we've got more coming. Oh, yeah. Nimbus 27 right there, Gel Nimbus 27. I've done my first run in those. I want to do a side-by-side for the 26, kind of a comparison for the launch, because I think that launch is this week, next week. So I've got a lot of catching up to do. I've got a lot of miles to run. We'll see kind of how it goes. I'm still working on the 5K goal. My plan is to hit the 5K, test where I'm at with the 10K, but I need to evaluate. I've been chasing performance, I think, for too long. I need to step back and do another base build, kind of a reset, and then maintain some of the fitness that I've developed. I don't know if I should do that after I hit the 10K or not. My gut says yes, because, you know, half marathon, marathon, obviously that's a bigger, more aerobic. I mean, 10K is also very aerobic, but even more so with the half and the full. I feel like it makes a lot more sense to do a base build then. But we'll see. So as you can see, I have some energy back. I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm still like recovering. So hopefully tomorrow we get a run in. Hopefully this vlog ends on a happy note and I don't wake up tomorrow with another fever. So, all right, it is Saturday morning and I'm going to go on a run on the treadmill and just take it really easy. I'm feeling good. No like big symptoms or anything that I need to be concerned about. Snot is clear. That's always been kind of a big sign for me, is like, if your snot is yellow, means your body's healing from something. If your snot is clear, you're just a little congested and probably in the clear. So I don't know if that's true. I don't know if there's any science behind that, but that is one indicator that I use. We're just going to go out for probably about an hour on the treadmill. Just, you know, take it easy, just ease back into it. I expect the body to not feel its best. And then we'll hit the ground running, no pun intended, next week. But with the new year, I don't really have any big resolutions. I'm just not a big resolution guy. I used to be. I'm not against it by any means, but at this point, a lot of my goals kind of carry over from past years until I hit them. So, you know, the sub-3 marathon with the race paces or the race distances along the way, currently the 5K, then the 10K, then the half are all still my main goals. I may take like some short detours in form of, you know, maybe doing like a high rocks or like a backyard ultra or something, but it's all going to be just within the training blocks. So it is what it is. And then as far as like outside goals or goals outside of fitness, like continue to grow the channel, continue to put out good content. I want to improve my content. It's hard to maybe measure that. I don't have like a views goal. I don't really have like a subscriber goal, because I don't want to like cap my potential, and I also don't want to, you know, undershoot myself. So grow the channel as much as possible. You know, find those who enjoy my content and who like the reviews that I do, who like the vlogs that I do, you know, want to try and do some additional style content, want to get better at production quality and editing these videos, maybe doing some graphics, things like that. I've had a couple of requests for like more graphics. Get back to potentially doing, you know, more shoes on feet in these videos. I used to do some good B-roll for my reviews, but I'm not a good editor. I'm not a videographer. And so, and also something not talked about a ton is like, I really don't enjoy running with a GoPro in hand. Some creators don't mind it, and it is what it is. I don't love it. So getting that footage of the shoe on foot can be a little bit of a pain, because for me, my training always comes before content, right? I don't want to sacrifice training for content. So there's a balance there that I kind of need to find. But as far as like concrete goals behind the channel, I don't really have any. I would like to monetize a little bit more. You know, this is something that I very much enjoy doing, but it does take a lot of time. And so if I can find a way for it to, you know, make more money so that I can have a little bit less stress on the time that I spend on it, and can maybe dedicate more resources towards it, I think that would be awesome. But I'm not going to sacrifice myself, my channel, you know, my quality of content, my training, any of that for like a brand deal. So you know, I've talked to a number of brands, but there's a lot that don't fit. There's a lot that have unrealistic expectations. There's a lot where I just don't think I could bring the value. So I want to stay true. If I'm bringing on a partner, I'm bringing them on because it's a product that I truly believe in, that I use, and that I think is going to add value, right, to those who watch these videos. So, you know, a lot of like plans, a lot of things I probably should put concrete numbers and goals behind, but for the most part, we're grinding, we're going at it, you know, we're doing everything that we can to be a better person, be a better husband, be a better father, better employee, better athlete, better business owner, right? So lots of things, but it's just a constant progression. Not everyone knows on this channel, but I used to be a big resolutioner. I was at my peak, I think 225 pounds. I'm about 5'10", and had to lose a lot of weight to get into just like regular good shape before I could start training for running. And that's why, despite running for 8 years or something now, I'm not as fast as a lot of runners who have been at this stage, or a lot of, early 30-something-year-olds. But I'm really proud of my progress. I'm proud of the development that I have and the knowledge that I've gained. And we're just going to keep going better every day. So it is what it is. Let's get this running. All right, we just finished our run. 6 miles, just, easy to moderate. I sped up towards the end, was feeling good, and figured I haven't run many miles. So let's just rev just a tiny bit, get the legs moving so that it doesn't feel quite as daunting next week when I do hit some speed. Overall though, felt good. I'm tired. I can feel that I am, I do have fatigue, but I've got tomorrow off. I'm going to sleep well tonight, sleep well Sunday night, and then get right back in training on Monday. Overall, I think that only puts me at about 25 miles for the week. It is what it is. I got a really good quality session in earlier in the week, so I'm happy about that. That should carry me for a good amount, and I expect the body to feel good. So there's kind of the stats for the week. Looking forward to a better week of training next week.